at 11 o'clock or almost midnight in the 5,000 block of Killam Avenue. We had an event where 7 individuals were shot at a party. 2 of those ended up being a homicide. As with most of our homicides, this is the result of conflict between people, we think. So this is not randomly picked. These are, and this is what is frustrating about these things right now. People get into a disagreement, they pull out a gun, and then they shoot each other. And in the process of doing that, they shoot innocent people who end up dying. That cannot be tolerated, and we are going to get after that. We are working very hard, and our investigators are working very hard, but this is a conflict resolution issue. This is an issue with a society who's decided to go to violence to solve their things instead of using other means. We will not tolerate that.
The mill fire in Northern California began Friday afternoon, tearing through the town of Weed near the Oregon border. Several injuries have been reported. Thousands of residents were forced to flee. At least 100 homes have been reduced to ashes, cars melted by the intense heat. Dave Rogers says he lost everything: his home, cars, animals.
I mean, you blink your eye, fire over there, it's just everything just jumping.
So far, more than 4,200 acres have burned. Fire officials say at least 400 structures are still threatened by the flames.
The wind very likely was a driving factor in this fire, because it's pretty much a daily event that they get some pretty good winds going through that area.
ABC's Alex Prochet spoke to the town's mayor.
You were in the area whenever this broke out, right?
This was just a big puff of black smoke. You could hear small explosions.
Weather conditions improved overnight, but not far from Weed, another blaze, the mountain fire, has grown substantially. As of Sunday morning, more than 6,400 acres have burned. The mountain fire is in a more remote area, about 330 people forced to evacuate. Fire officials say the cause of both fires is under investigation. M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
In recent reporting, a local school board meeting yielded no solid answers for the community. The school's been moved to a new building a mile away, but the investigation into the botched response by the school's district's police officers hasn't yet begun. New safety measures like the non-scalable fencing is incomplete. The cameras are ordered but haven't arrived or been installed. All that to say, has enough been done to help survivors, parents, students, teachers alike return to the classroom?
Well, many of them would certainly say no. And Jonathan, this comes at a time when, as you mentioned, they are contending with the trauma of what happened 3 months ago, and now faced with the prospect of sending their kids back to school. One thing that they will say that they do appreciate, although it took 3 months, is that authorities who lead the school district did get rid of the school district police chief who was there that day. And I think many of the parents will tell you that in their mind gives them a new launching point in terms of campus security and having faith in campus security. But again, many of the things that you mentioned, including locks, fencing, security cameras, those projects have not been complete. And that was one of the main reasons to push the beginning of school back.
Well, let's talk more about campus security. Governor Abbott has committed to bolstering the school's safety officer numbers by adding 33 state law enforcement officers to the patrol. Third grader Zion Martinez said to the Washington Post, quote, "Who cares if there are cops? They don't do anything." A recent school board meeting revealed returning officers this fall will include those who responded to the May 24th massacre. What can you tell me about that?
It's very difficult. We are seeing, in the words of the parents and also the students, the children, who are saying in their own words, we do not have confidence in law enforcement, that even if they are there, will they do the right thing? Can we trust them? And many of them are saying that they don't feel as though they have that trust. And look, Jonathan, with regard to other security measures that were in place, including locked doors and security cameras, we know that at the end of the day, what was in place that day, May 24th, did not stop what happened. And so that is the reason so many of these parents and community members in Uvalde remain focused on trying to get the government to do something with regard to gun reform.
Memphis police announcing they have made an arrest in the case of missing Memphis schoolteacher Eliza Fletcher.
Possible abduction earlier today for Miss Liz Fletcher.
38-year-old Cleotha Abston has been charged with especially aggravated kidnapping and tampering with evidence. The 34-year-old kindergarten teacher was reported missing by her husband hours after she did not return from an early morning jog Friday.
It's now been a number of hours since they detained an individual that was in the car allegedly used in this abduction. I have real concerns about her well-being because it's just been too long.
Abston's arrest coming a day after investigators revealed they had located a vehicle of interest in Fletcher's abduction. Police say a person in a black GMC Terrain SUV approached her around 4:30 a.m. while she was jogging near the University of Memphis and forced her into the passenger side of the vehicle. Authorities saying they found her water bottle and cell phone near where she was reportedly abducted. ABC affiliate WATN confirming the married mother of two is the granddaughter of a prominent businessman and philanthropist. Her family pleading for the public's help.
More than anything, we want to see Liza returned home safely. The family has offered a reward for any information that leads to her safe return.
Saturday evening, her church held a vigil.
We're deeply pained and sorrowed by what's going on, and we're praying for her safe return.
Police say they have arrested a second person, an apparent relative of Abston, who is now facing gun and drug charges, but authorities do not believe he is connected to Fletcher's abduction. Mola Lengi, ABC News, Memphis.
Explain to us the goal of Agenda PAC in comparison to, say, the Victory Fund PAC.
So I will tell you this. When Clarence Thomas came out with that concurrent opinion, I think we all felt the earth shake, because not only did you see this radical court be willing to throw out Roe, right? We're talking about 50 plus years women in this country have had that basic right. And then you also have Justice Thomas just laying out in very plain terms all the other groups and communities and basic and sacred rights that he wants to look at taking away next. And so that shook me to my core. Somebody who just got married in February. And so a part of what we said was, how can we actually be in a position to be full-time focused on going after bigots, on beating beatable bigots all across the country, on actually taking the fight to these people that want to roll back the clock and put us in a position where we have fewer rights in the next 50 years than we had in the previous 50. And so I think that we saw that there was really a hole that we could fill in terms of being 100% focused on beating those beatable bigots everywhere. And you know what? Our friends at Victory Fund are doing incredible work, but sometimes the folks who are most, who represent a great threat to LGBTQ folks, in some instances, they're not running against gay candidates. And Doug Mastriano is a perfect example of somebody who is an incredible threat to not just the future of Pennsylvania, but to the country because of where Pennsylvania sits in the political ecosystem.